3, 2, 1, action. Hey guys, welcome back to Off the Record, where we talk about whatever we want.
Why you say that?
Why are you saying?
I'll back you up, Tiff.
They're so mean to you.
Right?
Man.
Thank you. People don't see
I am
this.
the nicest to you.
You are the meanest.
That's how he shows love, Tiff.
You're talking about, you're the color of one of our old Go for Broke designs.
Yeah.
You're South Beach today. You're South Beach.
You have the great color combination.
I don't know,
We're
you killed my
coordinated
spirit by
today. I don't know if you
talking
could
shit.
tell, but we're
You killed my spirit. I don't know.
you guys
Just talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah, yeah.
You're coming from Miami.
festive corner, you know?
This is appropriate to ask. Appropriate.
Don't ask me. Don't talk to me no more.
It is.
No, but it's something serious. But I'm just curious because I saw you post it.
Do it.
It was your cousin.
Yeah, my
Or something
cousin.
like that. So he had
My cousin passed.
he was so handsome.
Yeah.
My God, he was good looking.
I know. How come ugly people can't die and then the good-looking ones?
What's gonna happen to this show?
All of us stay alive.
All of us stay alive.
We look good.
Saying we all good. Oh.
He's like, I don't get it,
He
Gio.
was battling for a while.
So I don't know if you remember, but near Halloween, I left for a weekend to go to TJ to go visit him. He was in the hospital.
He's from Tijuana.
Yeah, he lives in Tijuana. So they discovered this like grapefruit-sized
Damn!
tumor.
Grapefruit.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, that's like this right here, son.
Yeah, it was crazy huge, and
How did the barber not catch that shit?
Yeah, what the
it was like pushing his brain in. I don't know. It was crazy.
Oh
And
shit.
He
wasn't
didn't know.
very visible from outside.
No. No, it
that's
wasn't.
crazy.
So, he was really young too. I think he was like 23 or 24. So,
Damn, dude, that's so
Wow.
yeah, they didn't know. So, like for a long time, he was having issues with like his memory, or like he was just being disoriented, and
He didn't know why.
he didn't know why.
Yeah.
And then so like when he would tell his mom and his wife, he'd be like, hey, something's wrong. Like they thought that he was just making it up to not go to work.
That's such a fucking like immigrant. Well, they're not immigrant, I'm gonna say like Asian people do that shit too. When something's wrong, they're like, it's like,
Tough it out.
yeah, it's like that's not a solution to the pain.
No, my parents used to send me to school with a 100-degree fever.
Oh, for sure.
And get all the other kids sick?
Yeah, yeah.
That's funny, man.
I've been going to school just using
My
my
parents
forearms
used
and
to
just dragging myself across the floor.
You're like, he's fine. Just trying to get out of class.
My parents did that to me because I try to fake sick too much.
You fucked up.
Voila, that makes sense.
That's a little different too.
And then I actually got pneumonia and shit because I pushed it to the limits because they didn't believe me anymore.
Oh shit.
So you just got more and more outlandish with your lies? You're just like, it's pneumonia now.
No, I actually got pneumonia.
Oh, yeah.
They pushed it because they were like, you ain't sick. And then one day I woke up and then they had to go to the ER because I kept pushing they're like, you keep lying about how sick you are. Like I would go to
The boy who cried wolf. That's the
Yeah.
exact same story.
Situation.
Yep.
I would boil some water, warm it up, and then put the fucking thermometer there early in the morning and then go back into my bed. Oh, I think I'm sick.
So you would put the thermometer in your mouth before them? That's fucking hilarious.
And I'm like, look, I'm sick.
And they would feel your forehead and be like,
Fucking sick.
dude, if my kid did that shit, I was like, no, we gotta go through the ass though. I'll pull the ass. I'll
I'm
be
the
like,
only one I trust.
I'm like, no, I'm fine.
I would have done it. Anything to keep me away from school. I would have bent over, spat my cheeks. Come on, put the thermometer in.
I was like, dude, my kid's weird.
And I'm just trying to warm up and shit. I'm just like trying my best to like be as hot as possible.
It's like, what's wrong with my child?
I hated school, man. School was, oh man, I didn't like it. I don't know anyone that liked school.
I think that if you were in school and then your seat was a bicycle, you'd been fine.
Oh, like this.
Just to get your wiggles out.
Dude,
They have those now in certain schools.
They need it, dude.
It's like a foot walking thing, right?
Cause I can't stand still either.
I
So
think I
need, like, some shit.
I stopped liking school in kindergarten. That was it. From that point on, I fucking hate it.
That was since the very beginning.
I thought you were gonna say like junior high. Bro, that's right when it starts.
You didn't even give school a chance.
before it even started.
I probably hated it at preschool. Preschool is like before you go to
Yeah.
real school.
What did you
right?
hate about it?
I think I didn't like leaving home. I didn't like leaving home. I didn't like being separated. And then like teachers were mean, or I didn't know why they were so mean.
I could do
Yeah.
Because
I
you were
loved-
fucking running around the fucking room. That's
I kept getting in trouble, and then I just thought people were just really mean.
I love preschool because we had starfish there.
You got What? That's tight.
Aquarium with like it was dead starfish, but it'd be starfish on the sand. We get to play with stuff, and we're not really learning anything.
I remember we had a huge tank of hermit crabs that we could
Play with?
Yeah, it was so cool.
Dude, I hate it. And I hated nap time. Cause I'll just be staring at everybody, and then like if I don't go to sleep, they get angry at me, and then I have to like lay down and pretend that I'm sleeping. So the whole time I'm just closing my eyes and I'm fucking going crazy.
Did you guys have cots?
Cots? Yeah. No, everyone just had to bring their blankets and sleep on the fucking hard floor.
My preschool, like they had cots in the closet, so everyone would have to line up to grab their cot, and then we'd all pull it out into the center of the room, and we would all lay on it, and then so everyone's hovering like 2 feet above like the ground, and then everyone's trying to sleep, and out of nowhere you would just hear like piss start going through the cots, and you'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with these kids?
Everyone's peeing?
You're just pissing through the cots. Just being hitting the floor.
What's wrong with your preschool?
No, they're just kids. They just don't know how to, like, they're not potty trained yet or something.
How old are you when you're in preschool? Like 5 or
4 or 5. 5 you start JK, right?
3 or 4, I think. I started kindergarten at 5.
What's JK?
Junior kindergarten.
What's that?
That's like preschool. Maybe they call it something else.
Oh, maybe it's a Canadian thing. We have
like,
junior
what is
kindergarten,
that?
we have JK and SK.
I thought he was talking about like
Senior kindergarten?
Yeah, junior kindergarten, senior kindergarten, leading
Oh,
into
maybe preschool
grade
then.
1.
Oh. Oh yeah, same. But
We have preschool.
We just call it PK.
Oh,
Like preschool. Yeah, like your PK.
Cool. I'm wondering, did you just have like problems with authority in general? Because I feel like I did. But
He's his own boss.
I hated being told when to sleep, when to do this, when to.
Well, haven't you noticed what happens here when I'm trying to run the show?
Definitely. Yeah.
I don't think it's really authority. It's like, I think I just didn't know what was going on a lot of the
Things were
times.
explained to you.
Yeah, people won't, or I just didn't know what was going on.
I'm sure they explained it to you. If
Probably.
you're anything like now, it's explained to you.
It's probably, yeah.
Joe, this is what's going on. Stop yelling at me! That's what it is. What the fuck is going on? Give this kid water.
I remember when I was in preschool, I was like learning English at the same time. So I was just like trying to figure stuff out. And yeah, same thing. Like people wouldn't, like they would be very frustrated with me.
Yeah.
When I wouldn't understand stuff. And I don't know, I just felt like people were speaking gibberish to me. I didn't understand a damn word they were saying.
Yeah.
I was just trying to like get by.
I used to get mad at myself as a kid because I was spaced out for so long. I hated that shit. Because I would be paying attention in school, and then I would just go, and I'd be out, and then she goes, you get it? I'm like, fuck, again! Because I wouldn't know what's going on. I'm trying to pay attention, but my mind just goes
Yeah, that's me.
like that. And then like, I'm just like, because I'm trying, you know? But then I just fucking go off into this other universe.
Too.
Or I want to learn shit that I'm interested in, like seeing like a teacher braiding a girl's hair. I'm like, fuck, braids are tight. And I'm like, why the fuck are we learning this bullshit when we should learn how to fucking braid? But then no one was teaching us how to braid anything.
Why do you have to learn calculus? Meanwhile, you don't touch like anything to do with personal finance, doing taxes at all. But you're sitting there trying to get derivatives.
You should only teach somebody up to multiplication and leave it at that. Because that's all multiplication, division, after that, done. Algebra, nothing. I don't know what that fucking square and triangle shit's for anymore. I'm done, dude. If my kid goes in 7th grade and he has to learn algebra or some shit, he's fucked. Don't look at me. I'm gonna send him to his room. That's it.
Just get him a tutor.
Huh? Oh, that's smart.
That's true.
Because I'm scared about that because my dad knew how to do that shit. So he would sit there, he goes, oh, you do this, this, and that. My kid asked me.
It's even worse now because even since like 3rd grade with Isaac, the way they're teaching Common Core and like the whole new way
What's
of
Common
learning.
Core?
It's a different way of learning math.
Obliques and then the abdominals.
Or the fucking ass.
Oh, dope. That's a dope curriculum. Isaac's
Yeah,
into swole.
right?
Yeah.
No, yeah, ever since they introduced that into his school, I'm like, fuck this, I don't know what's happening, you're getting a
tell my
tutor.
kid something is important when I don't even want to learn it myself. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to bullshit my kid. He goes, why is this important, Daddy? It's like, because you have to do it. Do you know it? Shut the fuck up. That's going to be my response. I know myself. I know myself.
Unless he wants to be an engineer or something.
Yeah, go talk to your mom.
Oh, yeah.
He's gonna need to know all that math.
How come I have to learn this when you don't know how to do algebra? That's funny. Trying to get socked? Oh, I'm going to be a bad parent.
I think the most important times were story times, show and tell. Couldn't wait for show and tell.
I hated all that shit.
You didn't like
sock puppets?
I would
the
always
music
talk.
shit. That was tight. Everybody got like different tambourines and flutes and shit. We would play music and I would go ham on that tambourine, dude. It was fucking dope.
I love trying to cut paper with the left-handed scissors.
It would just fold.
Yeah, because the teacher was like, the green ones are for the lefties. I'm like, fuck you, motherfucker. And I'm like, God damn, why doesn't it cut the right?
She was right.
Yeah,
like,
your
I
paper's
was
all
like,
crooked.
shit.
I want people just to
I remember
record
that
kids
much about Being
fighting.
in preschool. You guys remember a lot about being in preschool. I don't remember that much.
I wasn't in preschool. I went straight to kindergarten, son.
Or even kindergarten. I remember. A lot.
What? I remember kindergarten and the fucking little hermit crabs. I remember I got this pot and
Yeah,
I smacked
I remember
the kid in the face
preschool.
with it. It was
I
so
think I
fun.
just remember like flashes, but nothing like not like a solid memory.
I don't remember schoolwork at preschool. I just remember like it was almost like daycare, and I just hated it. And I always got into fights and shit.
I remember this red tricycle that used to have this thing in the back that you would just ride and you would carry some of your other homies in the
Oh,
back.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember all that stuff, dude. It was great.
I remember this
Oh,
Indian
yeah.
kid taught me how to eat dental floss.
What the fuck? You brought dental floss to eat?
We'd go in the back of the playground, and then this
Bro,
would be
how
like,
poor were you?
he'd pull out, he had this denim jacket, and he would pull out dental floss, and he would just be sucking on it. I'm like,
That's his candy?
what's that? And he was like, it's dental floss, it's flavored. I was like, can I have some? So we'd just be in the back sucking on that thing.
Wow.
That's dope.
Your wheeze is
So-
making it funnier.
So my next question was gonna be, were any of you guys like identified as gifted? But I think I have my answers. I think I'm good. I don't think I need to answer that
I came
question.
to pick up my son Bart, and I see him with little Harbinder in the corner.
Carpenter.
What are you doing? I'm having lunch, Daddy. We have real food at home. You're making me look bad, dude. No, this is so much better. It's really good.
Well, it's like gum, right? It has
Just minty, yeah.
We have gum. Daddy can buy gum.
Well, you could keep it in his pocket.
That's
And he had a
true.
whole roll of that shit.
Were you the kid that would chew on his fucking t-shirt and shit?
I was. That was me all
He
day.
was taking floss with him every day, knowingly,
They're like,
just like,
"Where's all
yeah,
the
enjoy your floss. Or was he smuggling the floss?
I think it was smuggling.
Yeah, that's
It sounds like two kids that weren't allowed to have candy. That
they're
that
just
got
trying to get their fix. Like
When
people who
did
drink
you-
turpentine.
I'm curious, when did you start getting into acting and stuff? Like when did you start?
Literally not till like 23. I
Why?
never.
So
touched
after
it.
college?
Yeah, after I've been laid off, it was like ground zero. It was cause
Did you always have a feeling that you wanted to, and then you're just like,
I was like thought it'd be cool, but I thought it was like the stupidest dream because I thought
that's a stupid dream.
yeah, because I thought like my parents, like the moment I instantly like I would start to say the sentence like I was and then I would just get smacked to oblivion because that was so far outside of the game.
Rebel enough, dude. We rebelled so fucking early. By that age, they gave up on us.
That's crazy.
We actually started JK at 23. We did our first video.
Yeah.
At 23. Yeah.
Did you ever do like theater or drama in high school or anything like that?
Zero. I did zero.
I wish I did.
Me too.
Yeah, it would have been cool.
I thought it was reserved for only the LGBTQ community.
Same here.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. You know, that's how stupid I was in high school.
That's just how ignorant we were.
We're like, oh, everybody that's there, you're either straight female or you're
Yeah.
LGBTQ.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, that was the thought back then.
Do you know what the funniest thing is? You work for them, dude. That's so sad.
Who?
This girl works for you too.
Wait, what?
I don't know.
You know, because these two human beings are your boss, dude. That's so fucking crazy, dude.
I've been thinking about that.
It's like you just like kind of think
First
about.
paycheck I ever received, I'm
Wait.
like, these guys are my boss.
What does that mean?
Isn't it a dream come
What do you mean? What does that mean?
It is.
It's like these human beings who
Wow.
didn't realize that theater wasn't for people outside of gay people now own a company that's 7 figures and this person works for them.
That was a long time ago.
Because you think it was the other way around.
Hey, we all think stupid thoughts when we're 16.
Yeah, but that's pretty extreme though.
That's pretty stupid.
Well, we were living in a bubble.
Yeah, but that bubble's really small.
I know, right? Isn't it crazy how
Fucking
your world
peacekeepers.
is shaped depending on like what I mean? Like there was online, but then you know your reality is kind of just shaped by your surrounding. You don't know anything. I can't believe how stupid I was, and I think there's a lot of people like that today, even with online.
I get so happy sometimes because I look back on it and then I look back on high school and there's people who are just killing school, just fucking acing everything.
Yeah, and then they're losers now. and
I
I'm like,
know, it feels good. And they almost look at you like, well, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
I did everything right. How come I didn't make it? Because you follow the rules, man.
Stupid.
Isn't it
dude.
obvious?
Follow the rules.
Isn't it obvious? No, to me it's like, isn't it obvious? Like, all right, so how many people usually graduate in a regular high school like class? Like 10,000 or some shit? There's a fuck ton of people, right? Or that's college. That's college. That's college.
Way too much.
That's college.
See, it just
we're
goes to show he didn't graduate high school.
All right, I'm just trying to point out. Like, I'm just pointing out.
A big high school might have 4,000 like total.
All right. I'm just trying to point out in college, right? Like you get like what, like a 10,000 graduating class, right? That's every year. That's just one college, 10,000 people with bachelor degrees that are all competing for the same fucking job. How are you gonna be rich? I don't know. That's fucking crazy to me. Why don't you do something completely different and provide a niche provide to a niche market where you don't have much competition?
Yeah.
That to me makes more sense when people go, oh, acting, there's no money in acting. Well, you know what?
Well, do something crazy because the system is designed for you to
Exactly.
maybe not to fail, but definitely to be mediocre.
Right.
School's not, school's not out there to make you great or the greatest version of yourself.
No, it's just basic skills and learning how to be a part of society.
a baseline functional member of society to work in factories, which is
Right.
when the education system was first created and hasn't been really reformed since then, right?
No, it's to learn about nationalism, it's to learn culture, it's to learn the like what's accepted in society, how to follow the leaders, right? But people are also taught like, oh, if you go to college and stuff, you will become very successful in life. Bullshit. That's a bullshit.
That's fucking tight.
Think about this, okay? So it's like this. All right, so you're a teen and you're taught, okay, choose a job. But in order for you to get to this job, you got to pay 50 grand. And then, even if you don't like the job or you don't even get the job, you still owe the 50 grand. That's what college is.
What's your first step to getting into acting after you were like hit ground zero?
Craigslist. I went on Craigslist.
Just look for random gigs.
Yeah.
Canadian Craigslist.
Canadian Craigslist is still Craigslist. We have Craigslist in Canada.
No, I'm kidding.
You just got to click the Toronto button.
Yeah, you got to go to Toronto. Yeah, I was an extra on Pacific Rim. That was the first thing, because I got kind of lucky. It was like just filming at the time, and they had all these scenes set in Hong Kong, so they needed all these Asian extras.
Tight.
And so yeah, I got on a set for the first time pretty quickly, made my minimum wage. It was honestly not the best work, but then I loved like being there. I loved learning, so I just kept doing it. I'm definitely like more of a practical learner than a theoretical learner too. So I just had way more fun with it. I woke up every day like excited for the first time. Like I was an accountant before.
Yeah.
It was the worst.
Really? All those accountants are fucking watching this like, hey, I like accounting, man. What the fuck?
I know. I do some talks at university sometimes, and I have to talk about my life before, right? So I talk about being an accountant. I always have to be like, is anybody here in accounting?
That is different though.
Yeah.
That's kind of like from one logical numbers world all the way into this like artsy fartsy world.
Yeah. And I truly do think it's for some people. Like I think it makes people happy to have their lives structured and to have, spreadsheets that make sense and to be able to make things balanced, but it just wasn't me. Yeah, it just didn't work for me at all. So I'm very happy to be
That's dope. So you like frolicking in the forest and picking daisies and stuff, huh?
Is that 16-year-old you
That's an artist. That's an artist.
It sounds like you're sweating him so you beat him up. So you like fucking frolicking the daisy shit.
It sounds like a threat.
That's freaking awesome, dude. I think we need more examples of that because we have a lot of role models in just Asian Americans that are like doctors and all that stuff. So we got the important stuff down.
Yeah.
Now we need more people just fucking up in life.
Yeah, I agree.
Just have a little fun.
Disappointed the
It's a
shit out of their
balance.
parents, yeah.
It's a balance, right? Because I don't know. I think I always say like people that come from when your parents are in survival mode, you'll face a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
So like Asians that are either old money or they come from maybe like I don't know, like I think Japan's a little bit different where it's not a war-torn country like it was. So people aren't in survival mode.
Yeah, because you invaded our ass.
Yeah. we benefited. Well, I mean, I don't know.
No, I get it. It's all about Maslow's hierarchy of needs.
Exactly.
And, like where you lie. If you're on the basic, like put food on the table,
Right.
then you're not even thinking about like fulfillment.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I tell the kids when I go to college, and I go, don't resent your parents, man. They were just dodging bullets last week in their head, so all they're thinking about is when their next fucking bowl of pho is gonna be. So they're just thinking. That's what they're thinking. They're like, why the fuck are you trying to frolic in the forest right
Dropping
now?
fucking dimes and knowledge and shit. You got to slide that one thing in right there, dude. Still Joe.
Right?
Dude, your parents were dodging bullets, worrying about when the fucking next grade of rice is gonna be with their chopsticks flying in their mouth.
That's right. And then so you're gonna spend you're gonna waste a lot of time arguing and thinking and all that. It's like they're just trying to figure out when the next bowl of rice is gonna be. That's all.
No, but the cool thing is though, for my parents, is seeing the journey that they've been through over time, right? Because just because your parents don't understand the first time you ever break your news to them doesn't mean that they'll never understand. It just means that like you got to start them on that journey and then kind of be ready for the long haul, however long that might be.
Just when you're young, you just don't have empathy. You just don't care. You just think about me, and that goes for all of us. And so
You just think parents just don't understand.
Yeah, parents suck. When I go to these colleges too, I always ask the same kids the same fucking question. They go, well, what about your parents always shit on your dreams? Like, well, when was the last time you actually had a conversation with your parents? Like, instead of just yelling at them and saying like, oh, you don't understand me. When's the last time you actually talked to your parents as an adult? Because that's the thing, is like you want your parents to talk to you a certain way, but you don't talk to them that way either. And it's because you're young. You don't want to listen. And it's not I wouldn't say it's a bad thing. It's more like you're just young and you have to understand that you are young and you are in a very selfish state. So a lot of the times, like when your parents are saying something, you also have to realize they're 50 years in. It's hard to change somebody who's 50 years in.
Yeah.
So you have to be more patient as a young person.
Yeah, especially if they don't have the tools of logic in their head. You know what I mean?
And to like come at it from a position of respect of like, do you have any idea how much your parents sacrificed just so that you could like be
Yeah, they're like, you're gonna waste it all? You should be a doctor. Fuck, man, I fucking risked my life for your shit. And you wanna fucking go out there and do a Subway commercial? What the fuck?
Subway!
commercial audition. I've had to like pretend to eat a sandwich and been like, what the fuck is my life right now?
I came from China and escaped communism, and you wanna fucking be on a Verizon fucking commercial? What the fuck?
They don't know how much Verizon pays though on a national, homie.
It's true, that U.S. national money is crazy.
They know for a whole year.